play the game without you.
Voice volume test.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Alright. Wow.
I will have to say that opening was interesting, although I do have to say that whole palace coming out of the ocean, you gotta wonder, how? Just how?
Well, we'll find out. So, if you're new to the channel, where the hell have you been?
Right?
Seriously, you should have joined us ages ago!
And if you're new to the channel, why now?
Exactly!
It was a year break! You could have come in during that year break. No, actually, no, that would have been boring. You came at just the right time.
I mean, yeah, well, no, considering this is the end of the year giant special.
True.
I suggest you go watch Dark Parables 1, Curse of Briar Rose Collector's Edition first, and then come back once you're done watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, 7 will be posted tomorrow, alongside this one.
Although, fair warning for those who end up watching this one and then watching 9, this one is recorded after
the
9.
fact. Yeah, this one
because we didn't have this game, so I had to buy it on Steam.
Hey, $3.95 versus $20? Hell yeah, that's a steal. If only Eipix put the rest of their Myths of the World on Steam, then I could probably get 11 through 15, which I'm gonna have to find a way to get.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you're new, if you're old, you know me, you know him. I am your host, Dark613, and
I'm Chaotic38.
Why do you always jump in before I'm done saying and?
Well, no, I start when you start saying and. I take a breath and then speak.
It always comes out you jumping on my D.
You don't have a D.
At the end of and I do.
Okay, touche.
Yeah, we're all a little loopy right now. It's 9. We're gonna be recording until fucking like 12 tomorrow.
Yeah, fair warning. For this and several recordings afterwards. Although with our recording schedule, you wouldn't know it, but this we just finished 9.
Which was Queen of Sands.
We're doing
8. Yeah. Right now this is Dark Parables 8, so this takes place before 9. This will be uploaded before 9.
So we're not getting any sleep tonight.
No, because we have Myths of the World 1, the Chinese Healer Collector's Edition, Myths of the World 2, Stolen Spring Collector's Edition, Then we have to do Dark Parables 10, Goldilocks and the Fallen Star, and then
Myths of the World 3 and 4.
And then I
get to do Dark Parables 11
and 12.
But those are all later. Basically, we have a set schedule for us now where we can hopefully keep track of it, because beforehand we didn't exactly have a
schedule. We uploaded whenever we could.
We created whenever the fuck we felt like it. We uploaded almost immediately after we created. It was a fucked up method of doing things. Hopefully now,
with a schedule in place, which is subject to change. I do have a job. I work at Target.
I'm currently looking for a job and
also doing your writing and talking with Julio and doing D&D, and oh my god, I just realized how fucking cluttered our lives are. On top of trying to run a house and all of the bills that come with it. Oh my god. Don't worry, we'll be bitching more about that in its own video. We're not gonna eat up more of your time with
there'll
this.
Be an update video coming probably
tomorrow.
Well, we're recording. We're gonna be recording the update video, so it's the planned video. So the update video is going to be recorded on the 31st of December.
And uploaded on the 1st.
Yeah, as both the update as well as a monthly.
So basically, we'll do a recording of a monthly update on the last day of every month, but post it on the 1st of the next month.
That way you have an idea of what we're doing.
And what's going on. And I'll have to do a bi-weekly update, so every other week, because my job pays every other week. I get 2 weeks of work, and then they wait until the end of the second week to post the next 2 weeks. So I will be updating you more often than the channel as a whole.
So the schedule is going to be subject to change, but now that we've updated you on that, and those who are not interested can jump to 8:10. Let's get right into it, shall we?
So, obviously, casual, or custom. Wait. I always gotta check. If there's an achievement for the tutorial, I keep the tutorial. If there's not, then fuck it. Complete the game in under 5 hours. This will be a 2.5 hour video. Find all the teacups. This is the one that introduced you clicking on T, turning it blue. That's cute. It's cute. No tutorial. Get that all nice and squared away. Yes, I can change the difficulty. No, I won't. Oh, hi. And hey, this one's loading properly instead of going all the way to the end and then taking time.
Right.
Oh, that FPS dropped to 1 for that first.
Detective, yesterday, a fisherman witnessed a purple tide flowing toward the shore. This tide killed everything in its path before washing ashore, flooding the local village. The village elder claims this phenomenon happened once before, centuries ago, but nowhere near as intense. Something dark is brewing under the sea. There have also been several sightings of mermaids in the area, and villagers are whispering tales about the legendary sunken kingdom of Prasino. Your mission is to locate the source of the purple tide and put a stop to it before it strikes again.
I wonder how many damn Tide Pods they released into the ocean to make it that color. We don't choose to accept it, we just go ham. Oh, hi. Instead of a horse, we get to get knocked off a boat. Pleasant. Why the fuck not? And hey, it's Greece!
For those of you who don't know, I am a very avid
fan of mythology. particularly
to wait
Greek mythology.
I just wanted to wait. Okay, so yes, I'm an avid fan of Greek mythology. I study it a lot. I study Greek history. I study history.
Yeah,
So,
enough talking.
Yep.
Help! I'm stuck. I can't push this boat off me.
I would have laughed if that said no.
Well, one question. Do you have morphing objects? Something of the sort. Oh, those are the parables. Parables are marked in yellow. Red are collectibles. Good! Oh, and look, that was right there.
Easy one. Not gonna
Nope.
be that easy.
If I'm burping throughout the video, I apologize.
We are drinking bubbly drinks, so
I had to say that just as I did it.
I'm drinking some IBC.
And I have my 2 cans of Monster, which will
We're not
probably
sponsored.
increase. I wish. Oh, how I wish.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I want to be sponsored. Dear Lord. Oh, see, they do more for a little bit. Alright. We've fallen, but the goddess will save us if we could just reach her temple. She's the protector of our king, our country, and our armies. May her protection forever keep Prasino safe. I think you kind of failed on that.
Now, with the protection of armies, I'm not sure, but the closest goddess I can think, other than maybe Hera, would be Athena, but she has nothing to do with ocean.
None of the Greek gods and goddesses
God
have
damn it.
anything to do with this game.
But it's Greek.
I know, it takes place in Greece, but has nothing to do otherwise.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity, I'd say.
That's because this is a different universe than what you're used to. I mean, you want a hint as to who is the goddess? There. There.
So,
It's a mural of the sea goddess.
yeah. And then again,
Yay! Okay, for those of you who don't know, all Dark Parables games and anything made by Blue Tea Games are fragmented hidden object games. So, all the items you see down below are one item combined together.
you know,
Yay.
pieces are somewhere in here.
Yep.
Is that cog underneath the leaf over the, on the right side part of it?
That one. I know. I wanted the achievement first. And what the fuck is the last one? It's okay. There we go. Complete one hop without mistakes. And complete a hop without a hint in under 60 seconds. And another one. Complete one hop without a hint. Yay! How many achieve? I got 4 in 1. Find 5 objects in 5 seconds. The next one should be 7 objects in 10 seconds, and then 10 objects in 12 seconds. Yeah. Hoarder. Wait, there's a hoarder one? Oh, coffee break. Sit idle in a hop for 5 minutes. We're doing that. So you get to see the screen for 5 minutes. That'll be our bathroom break.
But we'll just pause the recording.
Hoarder. Have 12 items in the inventory at once. Okay. That's not being a hoarder. Anyways, fleet of foot. There we go. There's that achievement. Use the fast travel map. Like, duh.
And you get the cog, and there we go.
A fancy cog for what looks like a regular thing. I wish that objective didn't slide out.
Thank you for freeing me, but you should leave. This place is too dangerous for landwalkers.
Yeah, you're a fucking mermaid. Chapter 1. Yay. Yeah, fine.
Also, just so you guys know, forgive me if I start rambling about Greek mythology because with the nature of Greece, I'm going to.
That thing has bad 3D rendering.
Yes, it does.
which is unfortunate because the rest of the game looks so good. This one had to suffer because, of course, they
Not
have.
sure what type of beast that is.
It's supposed to be a leviathan.
Oh. God, Jesus.
The fair king Alexandros, ruler of the Prasino kingdom, forever protected by the goddess of the sea.
Now, of course, if we were actually talking about Greek gods, that could be Poseidon's wife.
I have no idea.
But we're not talking about this isn't.
Yeah.
Well,
Hi. Fuck you. I didn't mean to talk to you though.
Did you see that? What luck to witness the sea goddess's temple rise from the deep. Though I wonder, what could have caused this magnificent structure to rise?
I was not expecting that voice.
It's an old friend of ours. Yep.
The gates seem to be locked, but just think of the treasures waiting inside.
Didn't you learn, kid? Oh, you don't recognize him? Too bad. Then again, this person, who we are, has saved more than her fair share of people. Thank you. I'm gonna go over here and put the turtle on this.
A puzzle.
Well, duh. Right. Creepy old puzzle. Yeah, you can probably already tell why she's mad. Complete a puzzle in under 40 seconds. Seriously, these are easy. Hi, creep. Yeah, the answer is real obvious when you think about it. Crown, fuck your head. Put the crown there. Get an object scene. And hey, it's the Frog Prince. Oh, hi.
And of course, what's interesting about, let me go ahead and continue with your puzzle. But what's interesting about, this game compared to Greek mythology is that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if there's anyone who knows Greek mythology a little bit better than me. I know quite a bit, but there are some things that I don't know, but I don't think there were actual mermaids the way we see now in Greek mythology. What we saw instead was sirens,
Yeah.
which could lead a sailor to their death by a sweet song.
Yeah. One more. Again, for those of you who don't watch our videos, I can't see here or here, but it's there.
Overlay on our videos on the game that makes it a little hard to see certain areas.
Well, okay, so this myth is obviously the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
It just happens to take place in Greek.
I mean, yeah, I know it's the Little Mermaid, but I'm just obviously going to start talking about Greek mythology. We're in Greece. How could I not? If I remember correctly, those symbolisms in Greek were cherubs.
Yes, but those had tails.
Ah, okay.
So they were sirens, baby sirens. Keep in mind, mermaid symbolism is going to be all over the place.
True.
Yeah, there's the story in a nutshell. Nice dodging, dude. So, I can't hate this game because half of it was made by Blue Tea, the other half was made by Eipix. So this is when Blue Tea still had control. So, it's not too much of a fuck up.
And personally, I can, enjoy this game by just comparing things to Greek mythology.
Yeah. I'm also smoking, so I'm doing like 2 things at once. So, I have an excuse.
Fish cake.
I need the shield, and and then.
Fish cake.
Well, there's going to be a lot of fish.
Did you know this temple is said to lead to Prasino, the legendary sunken kingdom?
Atlantis.
I found a curious book here, but I cannot read it. Perhaps you will have more luck.
Thank you. I need that anyways. No, library.
Secret library.
I mean, you have... Okay. My lord, this war is taking too many Prasino lives. The Kokino are strong, but you have the power to stop them. Summon the sea goddess, my lord, and use her power against the Red Kingdom. She will protect you forever. Your Majesty's most faithful and obedient servant, Chancellor Cassius.
I do have to say, I find one thing funny. In the last recording we did, we talked about a character in there called Corbin. And I talked about a character I had created. Now we're seeing the other name that I used for that same character. Because the character I created was called Corbin Cassius.
Ironic.
Very. Keep in mind, this is the first time I'm even seeing this game. The only Dark Parables I had played were the first 2.
Yeah, see, it's supposed to be like... Only it's...
You've unlocked the royal tomb.
Sea eel.
Yeah.
Or like
the
an
way it
anglerfish.
appears, it seems to look kind of like a drake.
Rest. I cannot rest. My wrongdoings bind me here. Leave while you still can.
Not gonna happen, bro.
Nope, we have a shit ton of things to do. Can you guess what those are supposed to represent? There's a heart, a seashell, and a thistle. That has to do with Greek mythology.
Yeah. And the heart is commonly associated with Aphrodite, given her reigning over love. More specifically, lust. Although lust is more to do with the Roman side, but still that. What were the other two?
A seashell and a thistle. Seashell is going to be Poseidon or the sea goddess in this case.
And the thistle is either, I guess it could be associated with both Dionysus or Demeter, because both have to do with certain types of crops. Demeter would be the more agriculture side of crops, whereas Dionysus would be the more alcoholic side of crops. And of course the lightning bolt you found was Zeus.
That appears more than once. Yeah. Repetitive, so with repetitive puzzles, that's Eipix. That's Eipix that does that.
This is it! The way to the sunken kingdom! You found it!
Now stop speaking, it burns their entire image. These look like different eras, interestingly enough. Like for example, the piracy, the ship, the hat, that could represent, golden piracy. There's another one which I quickly forgot. The battle axes could represent, that could also represent the golden age.
Pirate, fishing, and water.
Well, the battle axes could also represent Norse mythology. Well, not Norse mythology, but Norse culture in that regard. considering in terms of fiction, that seems to be the cliche for Norse. You get a heart-shaped now.
Oh hey! A photo of Pinocchio was dropped by that stranger. Could he be?
I wonder.
This game is all about connections. Of course. I don't have anything right now. Hey! I know this one! It's Princess Ivy! No, it would be Princess Nadia. So, I think there's 6 mermaids, 6 sisters.
There's another bottle for the shelf.
And there's the blue tea.
So the 2 piracies could actually represent 2 different eras of piracy, because there was the 1600s, which was a prominent era of piracy. But there was also the 1700s, which was another prominent golden age of piracy. So that could be like the 2 different eras represented.
Yep. So, if you've seen, the Frog Prince, you will know that he got married to a mermaid, Princess Nadia. Another mermaid, another one of the sisters, became a member of the Red Riding Hood sisters. It's all harkens back to the Frog Prince. He has the most connections in any game. Like, I'm not joking. The guy gets around. At least the small detail animation is cool. I mean, here's another image of Princess Ivy and Prince James. Like, it's all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Kind of ridiculous at this point. It's like a staple. It has to be like in every game. It's like a must. My dearest, you've helped me with my curse, now I shall help you with yours, for you are my true love. I will help you find what you're looking for, but you must tread carefully. Combining the power of elemental orbs can trigger catastrophic events. Farewell, my dearest, we shall be together again soon. James. James! Prince James! As if that didn't need to be hammered in enough.
Well, interestingly enough, now that I think about it, the thistle could also be used to represent a canvas, I think it was. There were a lot of Greek gods and goddesses. course, the seashell could also be reused to represent Aphrodite, considering how to imagine to rise up from the oceans on a seashell.
You must leave before my father comes. He hates landwalkers. I'm sorry about that hooded man, but I had to stop him. I just...
Landwalker!
No.
Out of
Father!
my way! You dare to enter my domain and challenge me? Soon we shall be free once more!
Yeah, fuck you. And hey, there's Big Fish himself. King of the Sea, there's 3 of those.
So another symbolism of the show is Triton, Poseidon's son. There's a lot of symbolism in Greek mythology.
Poseidon's also associated with the seahorse, which is fucking everywhere in this game.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, the kingdom has seahorses all over it.
I mean, then again, Poseidon is also associated with the creation of the general horses.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
There, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of fucking kids. You must have been getting it on. Too bad he's now a crab man. Their father. It's that crab.
Yeah. Now we get to make a selfie.
Lots of keys. Of course it is. These are turning out really good.
Let's continue on.
Oh, whoops. I needed to be in there.
8510. Interesting.
That's when this kingdom was built.
So that would definitely be well within
This would also end up on your timeline.
Yeah. And that whole what was it?
AD 510.
510 AD. That whole 510 AD is interesting because that would mean that this kingdom was built well into the Roman Empire's time.
And
close to the fall.
So this kingdom, the Prasino kingdom, is allied with the color green, and the Kokino kingdom, allied with the color red, is from Rome.
That's interesting.
See, I knew you would like this game. At least this game put fucking thought into shit.
Oh yeah. Although back in this time period, Roman and Greek had a bit of a
falling out.
Pretty much. Also, then again, the Greek that we know at the point of this creation of the kingdom would have been pretty much fallen out. Because Rome was created by Greeks. And that was created well into well into BC. So the original Reese. I mean, at least this part's pretty freaking easy.
I hate these now.
They're at least really easy.
They're also time, the steps. You can't just continuously do it. You have a certain number of steps.
That makes it a little annoying, but
I hate these. Reruns of it, yeah.
pink would obviously be the way to go there. Finally.
Yep. Those ones take a while.
And if you hear creaking, that's the chair.
Yeah. Most exquisite tea. You know, it's funny, but there actually is a type of blue tea that exists.
Now you know my sin. The king is repairing that ancient contraption, but he knows nothing about it. He is blinded by anger. That machine could destroy him, or even the world itself.
No, this time it would be the world. I don't have everything yet. That's scary in a cool way. Pause it. Siren. That was a siren. I like those puzzles. Those ones are fun. Sliding puzzles and
Father, that boy had the orb, but your eel swallowed him whole.
Then find that wretched beast and extract the orb! I don't care what you have to do, just do it!
Just do it! Sorry. Had to.
And if this is Pinocchio they're talking about, it wouldn't be the first time he's been in the belly of a beast.
Wrong, different Pinocchio.
I know, I was making a joke.
The deed is done. The goddess has been imprisoned by the magical staff. Now Persino can command her power for our own interests. To calm her rage, I hinted that she might someday regain her freedom, but of course I will see to it that she guards our kingdom forever. Dumbass! Not a smart idea. Like, really not a smart idea. Okay, I don't have everything yet.
But in truth, just as well as fiction, greed always blinds you.
I think it's worse in this case because he promised her his love. And that was the whole reason why. And then there's so much more. There we go. She's the member of the Red Riding Hood sister. Cipher! I need a light.
Shove a ring in his mouth.
I hate these. Now the green orbs only give a small amount. Just barely. that's a real thing. No. Almost. There we go. So, put that in the trash barrel. There we go. One. Never mind. Yep. Like I said, this shit comes in threes. You can hope for only one or hope for only two, but nope. I just got all
what the game is trying to say. It needs to be one higher.
No, for this one.
No, see, these need to be up here.
I know. Those are right.
There we go.
See, I'm actually good at those. A lot of people give up. Skip it. And then we have Princess Daphne. Yeah, thank you. Ah, fast travel. Yay, I have 12 items in my inventory. Still something to do here. Oh.
Gotta shove the thing. And then you get a plate.
We have to oversimplify shit. There's no fire. That wouldn't work. Shrooms.
Number 9 had a lot of shrooms. This one has a lot of shrooms.
His mouth is shit.
Thanks. I thought I was a goner.
See, it's Pinocchio.
Huh? You don't recognize me? Well, it has been a
You're
while.
wearing the same
It's
outfit
me,
you did,
Pinocchio.
like, fucking years ago.
Sorry, I'm feeling nauseous. Are giant eels poisonous?
No. They're not poisonous. You were just in its stomach acid for a really unhealthy long amount of time.
So what's interesting about that concoction is, although it's probably very, very different, it's reminding me of an old Greek invention. It's never been able to replicate, at least not in the way it was described. Greek fire.
Oh, the green?
No, just a concoction that he made to stave off the beast.
Oh, I didn't stave off the beast. I fed him something that made him puke.
Oh, it looked like you threw a potion of fire at him or something.
No. It would just made his stomach feel like crap.
Or just the one time
Yep. Pharmacy key. That's gonna help. Because Greek fire is described as being blue.
Not necessarily. There are many different accounts.
Or like really, really hot fire.
It's fire that can definitely burn on sea, that's for sure.
Whoa, that thing wasn't underwater when we threw it at it.
Well, no, it just has the ability to burn on top of water. Actually, most depictions depict it as standard fire color, orange, red. Historical paintings depict it as orange and red.
Rise of a Tomb Raider has Greek fire.
Yeah, but that one's not exactly accurate.
Fire that burns hotter than the sun. That will continuously burn.
That is not Greek fire. Greek fire will go out, it just has the viscosity that it can burn on top of water. It was often shot out of, or rather thrown out of ships. I don't know if it was shot out, but although paintings do depict a sort of mechanism that did fire the... fucking apps. Yeah, some ancient pictures of sort of mechanism for firing Greek fire. Kind of like an ancient flamethrower. I guess you could say. Or an ancient canon. They know which would be a more apt description.
Oh, well, we're past the hour mark.
But at least we're on schedule.
Yeah.
For the new one, anyway.
This is going a lot faster, too. Just because this is a much shorter game. And this is how these games should be. Because by now I would have done part 2. If this was following my normal schedule. But unfortunately I can't do it in parts like that. If we want to stay on the schedule as much as possible, it's gonna have to be done at once. Body wings. Pretty.
Get more stuff to put in there. Those main motions make those drawings.
No, it was invisible ink. Sorry if I'm going through fast. Again, we have to be fast.
Thanks again. It's like you're my guardian angel or something.
Not creepy.
Sorry I hid my identity from you. It's because I'm becoming a puppet again. It's this orb. Father used it to create me, but now something's gone wrong with it. Its power is fading. Father's notes mentioned a cave in the underwater kingdom. That place holds the secret to restoring the orb.
Scene. This time we're making a bottle. We're making the ship. No, this is the axe one, so it's...
Yeah, that was what I originally thought might be tied to Viking, but no.
No. And I can't find the last one. Nay. It's a seashell. Oh, I see it now. I see it now.
Ship design, definitely.
Oh, we have steamship, big ship, Chinese ship, and then that looks like a steam age ship. And here's the third one, King of the Sea, Felix the Fish. Oh, he's the sponsor.
True.
And look, there's a puppet.
Huh.
Of course that is.
Of course. And we get what could otherwise look phallic-y.
It's an arm joint.
Yeah, I know. But think about it.
And look, it's another one of those shits.
Of course it is.
Annoying?
That's the word. That was a...
Hi, Ghosty.
the elements and orbs are not enough. They power the machine, but they cannot control it. You must find the staff of the ancient king.
Shut up.
Well, at least we're well on our way.
Her head looks too big for her hands.
Right.
That was Eipix's fault.
Stop! Thief! Hurry! Let's catch her!
Do we have to?
At least she's trying to do something. Fiddlesticks. Did we just seriously say fiddlesticks?
Apparently.
Oh my god.
Because, you know, that's terminology that hasn't gone extinct.
Gonna need fucking wine after this. I also think I'm almost done my last pack of cigarettes. There we go. Oh, thank you. We're having a whale of a time.
You go ahead. I'll just rest here.
Oh, that's right. Well, I forgot. The orb is his heart. Yeah, that's the reason why he's not doing so well.
Can I just say, cliche yet?
Yes! At last! The orb is mine!
Father, wait! Something's wrong!
That's a nice ball.
If there were two of them, you could say, well, that's a nice pair of balls you got there.
All of the elements are orbs. All figures. Whatever. Greenhouse. Excuse me. What? Oh, that's pretty. Thank you.
I came here for the missing staff part, but the water rose around me. Be careful, it's infested with piranhas.
Not so happy now that you're not a mermaid, huh? How's it feel, bitch?
Oh no, Lance drivers, you can't be here. Oh no, now I'm one.
Kinda caught that a bit too early, didn't ya? Oh, there's a head. I need a cape now. He needs a fabulous cape. Fish food for these piranhas.
There's literally no worry about piranhas, so. But, you know what the trope is. Every vicious trope, they're vicious creatures, you know? Alive.
Yeah, see, he has 5 orbs.
5 orbs.
5 balls!
Now that sounds like a medical problem.
Doesn't it? Oh, he's pretending to be Trident. Yeah, good on ya. That is an awkward looking key. It's a quarter key. Crap. Liligen? Oh.
Get there?
Yep.
There's 2 more. 1 more.
That was dangerously close to the hint button there. The fuck? Did you? Oh. You almost clipped out of existence. Still more to do here. Oh, staff. Gimme. Oh, up here. I forgot about this. Oh, I like these.
I don't.
Why?
They're just annoying.
Yeah, but this is not the one where you have to avoid having them all be the same. So they won't attack each other. Those ones are more annoying. Because then you have to actually worry.
You like the shepherd, the sheep, and the wolf puzzle?
Yeah.
Those are actually easy.
Well, for me, they're annoying.
These ones are far more annoying because they're tedious.
Tedious.
Thank you again. Here, this will help us break that enchantment.
Why do you want to help me now? Of all, right? Like, seriously.
A little earlier would have been nice.
Like, not taking Pinocchio's heart?
That too.
What? No! Dada, stay back! The power! It's too great!
And this is broken.
Father! We need his staff! I think it's in Daphne's room. Please, you must help him.
Now you got the burps.
One time compared to,
Twice.
Please, because burping has come down off that.
Yes, but the first few times I at least had the courtesy to block my mouth. Burped into my tits. That sounds weirder than it should have been.
Our male viewership just jumped up.
Why? Because I said tits?
Okay, fine. I should clarify our juvenile male viewership just Then again, isn't that all? Hormones.
Thank you.
More for that.
One more.
The two other circles. There we go, now we got a pair of knockers.
Really?
What? It's a pair of knockers.
Only by mixing the blood of the sea goddess and the king shall the curse be lifted.
Okay, that's oddly specific.
It's just like if I see a pair, if I'm seeing a pair of great tits, I'm talking about the bird.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing this on purpose, guys. Oh, it was closed.
Yeah.
Yep.
in general.
I'm gonna die. Skip. Die.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Cool.
Someone knows. Nope. I'm very, very far into this. This one? Yep. Okay. Left, up, right. Oh, excuse me.
I'm just gonna write down the solution here.
Yes, because I'm a. That's what guidebooks are for. Yeah. I'm only that picky when it comes to stuff like that. I don't want to fucking deal with this shit. Fuck yeah. I gotta put it in. Purple tide is toxic.
That's the best.
Well, that's Pinocchio. And she's pissed.
If you seek to stop the goddess's wrath, you should enter her temple. It's beyond that big gate on the right. You may be our last hope.
Yeah, you're not used to legs.
Right. It doesn't work for you. Balance.
The only reason why you're suffering and why you had to suffer the curse is because your daddy was too greedy. Expect an outsider to help. that a previously unknown kingdom sank underground. Oh, hey. Here's a big hint for the next game. Oops, too late, we already did it. Ah, look at this. Last warnings like this are almost always ignored. Right? It's human stupidity at its finest. Sorry, I have to go here first.
Water tower.
Get out of my way. Thank you. Yeah. This is a frag, not a hop.
Well, they can still consider it a hop. In their achievements, they call it hop.
It should be frag.
Well, what the frag?
I'm blind. Fucking behind. Yeah. Like I was going to be able to see that. How is that a water hammer? That was not an earth hammer. Well, I'm not the designer of the game. Plain blue tea for that. Goddess secret chamber. She kind of looks like Mav with those markings and hair in her tits. Okay.
And male viewership just went down.
It's hammer time. Intense hammer time.
Stop.
Oh, no water. Just turn all these flowers off. Okay.
Hammer time.
Intense hammer time.
I don't see any temps. Oh my god. How did that only just now notice that?
Did you pay attention to that?
Hello, air.
Wood and fire.
Of course. Oh, frickin' course.
Dark blue had more.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's that line attached.
Look, it's the detective.
Let us put an end to this madness. Brave detective, you have saved not only our lives, but have freed our kingdom from an ancient curse. A curse I caused with my own greed. Fear not. I will find a way to restore this boy. Our kingdom is in your debt. Thank you.
Yay. Took him a long ass time to find the error of his ways, though.
Right.
Done! Oh, that was much shorter. Clocking in at 107 minutes.
It's not bad.
See, this is a proper game. This is not too long. Thank God, but it's not too short. Excuse me. And this one has the most connections with all the other games. Let's see. I'm gonna open it up and go through the list of connections.
Fine.
Well, I want to while this is going. I mean, it'll give us something to talk about. I wonder if I'm a bit Greek. Obviously, we find lots of references to the Frog Prince and Pristino. His third wife, Princess Nadia, was one of the mermaid princesses of this kingdom. And obviously, Pinocchio joins us in this game, where he gets eaten by an eel and turns back to wood. There's a lock on a boulder inside the crystal cave that is opened with a rose emblem and an ivy emblem, a reference to Sisters Briar Rose and Ivy Green. One of Snow White's golden apples can be seen in one of the hidden object scenes. We discovered that the slain elder sister of the Red Riding Hood sisters, Teresa, was one of the cursed mermaid princesses of Frasino as well. A garden at the end of the game contains a statue of a half-man, half-lion beast holding a mythical hourglass. A matching hourglass is seen in a wallpaper included in the bonus materials of the game that depicts an unknown woman with black hair and fingernails holding a glowing hourglass. These are the teasers for Queen of Sands, the 9th Dark Parables game. This is the first Dark Parables game to end without any direct reference to a follow-up game. Thalassia is actually the name of a primordial sea goddess in Greek mythology. That's who she is. During the game, the player finds 6 cups of tea, which, if clicked on, turn blue. Finding all 6 of these gives the player an achievement, the most exquisite tea. This is a nod to Blue Tea Games, who began the Dark Parables series. Similarly, 3 hidden Felix the Fishes are found in the Casino Palace, a nod to Big Fish Games, the publisher of the Dark Parables series. Finding all 3 will give you the achievement King of the Sea. Persino means green in Greek. Kokino means red.
Yeah.
In the strategy room, Frog, there is a statue of the Little Mermaid. This is a real statue located in Copenhagen, Denmark. So, bunch of little tidbits. And you see, you never would have known Thalassia was the primordial sea goddess.
Well, I knew it was something to do with Greek mythology. I just didn't remember which one it was. Like I said, I knew it had to be some sort of ties to Greek mythology, given the fact that it was
in Greece.
In Greece, which is where I sort of come in, my specialty.
Yeah. And this is still going.
And it's still going.
Under the sea.
I'm swimming faster than a siren, yet I have no friend.
The most fantastical, magical things can happen. It all starts with me. There's something fishy going on here. The fish in the bowl is like a man in captivity. Wow.
Sometimes when I'm surprised, I
look like a fish. I'm a little fishy. Watch me swim. Here's my tail. Here's my fin. The Little Mermaid never called me back. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Seals are just dog mermaids. Think about it. He's not a mermaid, he just dresses that way. I went deep down into this game and now deep water frightens me. If you want deep water that frightens you, play Subnautica.
After this, you'll think twice before going to Crete.
Because this takes place in Crete, Greece.
Oh, it's one of those islands.
Yep.
Okay, so that's actually interesting. Because there's a lot to do with Crete in mythology.
Yeah. You missed the opening. It gave the location.
I did miss that. That was my mistake.
So you have Nadia, Daphne, Teresa, I forget the other 3.
Oh well.
So many children.
So many.
I think it was 5 or 6.
I think it was 6.
And there was a picture with 5 of them, and there were 5 rooms.
Oh.
So it's probably 5. 5 rooms, 5 daughters, 5 elements. 1 for each. This was a big project, considering it was 2, game studios working together, so they have to have both the list for Blue Tea and then the list for Eipix.
At least all the ones who worked on the game. Yay! We are done.
Well, we are done
That
the main next we have Trusty John and King Bluebeard.
The bonus game is yet to come, but that will be another part.
That will be part 2. We haven't had the time to have our final thoughts. Like last game, we kind of just flubbed it over.
We did because
I'd had it with that game by that point.
Not only we were on a time crunch, we're still a little bit on a time crunch, but I think
I mean, we got 2 hours.
Yeah, we're a little ahead of schedule.
So, first off, I'm gonna save story for last. Music and sound.
I mean, I will admit the musical score was good. I'm not one to really pay attention to music in games. I tend to gloss it over, but
yeah, I mean, this soundtrack that's going on in the background is pretty.
Turn it up a little bit, just a little tad.
Like,
yeah, that is.
I mean, okay, we can unlock extras. So for the music.
I mean, that musical score is pretty good. Like I said, I tend to ignore music because I prefer to focus on it.
The only problem is... okay, Daphne, Teresa, Althea, Nadia, and Calliope is the one that was the little mermaid in the tail.
So moving on from music, what was your next category there?
So I do music and sound. So sound would include not like the bubbles, the way the water sounds, the Foley, essentially.
And oh good.
They kept the whimsy from the previous Dark Parables with like the sounds of all the objects when you collect the objects and like when you put them in place, and that was nice. That was a nice touch.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Eipix kept that throughout the games. Like, not as well, but they kept it.
Yeah.
And then after that, I do animation.
The only one real gripe I think I had with the animation, I mean the rest of it was all basically passable animation, but the one gripe I think I had in the animation and style department at least was the Leviathan.
The giant eel.
The giant eel.
So, Blue Tea isn't that good at animating. And you have to realize that these are painted 2D models, trying to be animated on a 3D model rig.
But at the same time, it was ugly.
That was Eipix that did that.
Either way, we can still say
the moment where they didn't layer the 2D art onto the 3D rigging model was most prominent when whenever the eel moved, or especially when it came close to us.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was really, really bad.
But the rest of the way, it was all basically passable. Nothing really.
Except for the animation on Teresa. I think this is Teresa. Her animation when she turned human and raised her hands, you could see that the joint work, if you were paying close enough attention, the joint on the elbows was off.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't know.
Basically, some of the painting clipped, so you could see the 3D model joint.
Next category.
Which is the biggest category? Story.
Now, I'll be honest and say this. I sort of blanked out on most of the story. It was too cliche, too run-of-the-mill for me.
King meets sea goddess, pretends to fall in love with her to gain her affection and her protection over his kingdom during a time of war with another kingdom. And then he imprisons her against her will and promises to let her free someday, but refuses to do so. It gets to the point where she curses him and his daughters when he uses the machine to try and end the war and use the goddess's powers to end the war. And he ends up turning into that crab creature we saw, and all of his daughters turn into mermaids.
Yeah.
Then, probably 2, 3, maybe 4,000 years later, this happens.
Yeah. The story is a little bit hackneyed and cliched, I will say that. I mean, there's a lot of original seeming parts, but
it still has the story of the Little Mermaid. Calliope does find a prince, meets a sea witch, turns into a human girl. Like, I don't think we read the parables. That was my thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get them all. But, here's the one for this one. Once upon a time, Princess Nadia unwillingly crossed a vengeful goddess who cursed her. She would be a mermaid forever bound to the sea, until she found the treasure that would break the spell. In the midst of her search, Nida grew careless and was captured by local fishermen. The greedy men put her on exhibit and charged admission to see the miraculous mermaid. Nida despaired of ever becoming human again. One day, Nida encountered a magical frog, and with his help, she was able to escape from her captors. In gratitude, she kissed the frog, which transformed into a human prince. They instantly fell in love, and he chose to help her. He searched the world on her behalf for the secret treasure that would break the goddess' curse on her, as well as help her father. When the prince returned with the treasure in hand, Nida was returned to human form, and they lived happily, contentedly for a while. I think this is the one that has the shipwreck. So we'll be able to read these two once the bonus game is done. Red Riding Hood's sister. A family cursed bewitched Princess Theresa to take the form of a mermaid forever separated from the mountains and forests she loved. Theresa frantically sought a cure and learned of a treasure guarded by red wolves deep within a swamp. Theresa launched an attack, but the wolves quickly overpowered her. Just as the bees were closing in, a pair of hunters frightened them off and rescued Theresa. The man introduced himself as Raphael, and the woman as Eldra. We remember Sister Eldra. She became the Wolf Queen in Red Riding Hood Sisters, and Raphael was her lover. A member of the Sisters of the Red Riding Hood. They sympathized with Theresa and gave her the treasure to break the curse. Human once more, Theresa was quick to accept Eldra's invitation to join the Order of the Red Riding Hood. They fought side by side for many years, initiating a friendly rivalry that would propel them to the top of the order. Unfortunately, Theresa became the leader and Eldra became jealous. A king's folly. There was once a noble king who was embroiled in a war with a rival kingdom. He had the grace of the sea goddess on his side, and she offered him her staff of the ancients to wield in battle. As his power grew stronger, so did his thirst for more. With the advice of his trusty chancellor, the king went through a binding ritual, which imprisoned the sea goddess and her powers for his favor only. The heartbroken sea goddess cursed the king to live an immortal life with the face of a sea monster, forever chained to his sunken castle. He realized he had been betrayed by the chancellor, the enemy's planted spy. The goddess gave him only one possible cure, in the form of 5 elemental orbs. The king's daughters, themselves transformed into mermaids by the curse, roamed the waters in search of the orbs. Centuries passed, and only the last orb remained to be found, but as time passed, the king's obsession with a cure obliterated his compassion until his soul became as wretched as his face. And then this one's about the sea goddess, and this one's about the actual Little Mermaid. And then we have the bonus game, but that's for later.
Yes.
So it does detail a lot, specifically the three most prominent, Theresa, Nadia, and Calliope being the three most famous amongst either in real mythology or no, not real mythology, real fairy tales, or the game's lore, the franchise's main lore.
So I think that's about all we have time for there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, again, I love the nods to continuity, and I love how every single game in this series takes place in the same world within roughly maybe 20 years. Because Ballad of Rapunzel, as we know, takes place 10 years after the events of Rise of the Snow Queen.
Anyway.
I could go on, guys, I could go on. But I will leave you here. I'm your host, Dark613.
I'm Chaotic38.
And we are the Shadows of Chaos.
May the shadows of chaos rain down on your day.
In a good way. Bye.
Bye.